I've never used this before. So my name is Faye, and I am going to do kind of a vegan mukbang, but I guess it's not a lot of food because it's only 4 potatoes, and the potatoes are kind of small. But I'm just going to cut them into French fries, kind of like high carb Hannah, but I don't have one of those cool things, so it's just this. And I don't really even have an ideal way to cut them. And I don't even know if it's nice. It's very sharp. It's actually not really sharp, but it'll work for now. But yeah, so I've never used this feature before. That's pretty cool. I was actually looking for YouTube on how to record it because I remember seeing an option, but apparently that option's no longer there, and it's been gone since like, what is it, January 2016. And I was like, oh, okay. But this works too, I think. Plus I can edit it if I want to, or rewatch it and not edit it and not upload it. I guess we'll see. I've never done a vegan mukbang before, but I think they're pretty cool because it's like, if you eat by yourself, then you can have someone to eat with, kind of. And I don't know, eating with other people makes me want to eat more. So sometimes that can be a good thing, but you know, sometimes it's not necessarily a good thing because it's like, oh, I'm just watching it like late at night, and then all of a sudden I start getting hungry. Shout out to Mommy Tang specifically, who when I watch her videos, I always want to eat food, no matter when it is. So I've learned I think I probably shouldn't watch her videos when it's like late at night and I'm not actually hungry, because then I'll just go ahead and eat anyways. Huh. But yeah, I love potatoes. They're my favorite thing. This knife, I got it from Target. It's a Faberware, but I don't know if it's that good because it's kind of hard to cut these potatoes, but I don't know, they're brand new, so I don't think I need to sharpen them. I just moved into my new apartment and I'm loving it. Love it so much. I've lived on my own before, like in college and stuff like that. Like my freshman year, I haven't had a roommate since my freshman year, except for the time I studied abroad in Australia. So, and even then, that roommate was she didn't really hang out with me a lot because she was always really busy and stuff like that. So, in a way, I still didn't really have a roommate then, but now I live on my own, and it's awesome. I'd like to show you my potatoes that I'm cutting, but I don't want to be like awkwardly showing you my chest. But maybe I should like fast forward through all of this part because it's kind of boring, I guess. I don't know. It's crazy to me how like people talk on mukbang videos for like 30, 40 minutes. Like, I'm worried I'm not going to have enough to say, but I guess we'll see how it goes at the end. However, I do like talking. But yeah, I just moved to the area in North Carolina, and I hope to meet more like vegans and stuff like that, because they have some really good vegan restaurants around here, and I'd love to go with them and chill out and see what other vegan things are out there. But yeah, just cutting potatoes. If you have a better way to cut potatoes, let me know. When I was watching High Carb Hannah, she had a potato French fry chopper thingy, which was awesome. I don't know, maybe I should invest in like a really good knife or something like that. Tell me what brands knives are really good, because I don't know. So these are all my potatoes. I love potatoes. They're like my absolute favorite thing in the whole wide world. If I had to live off something, one thing for the rest of my life, I would definitely choose potatoes in a heartbeat, because they're so satisfying and you can season them and you can cook them so many different ways, and it's just incredible. I bought this little tray rack for like $8 at Marshall's, which is super awesome because I almost paid $15 for a Martha Stewart one, And it was basically the same thing, just I guess you're paying for the brand, but I don't really care about the brand name, to be honest. I should have probably got two because I don't even know if all my potatoes are gonna fit on here. And I'm not cooking. I don't want to have to do this twice, you know what I mean? Some of these aren't even, really, but yeah. I heard this is the way to cook it though, because then it gets crispy on both sides. I think I watched that. I learned that from High Carb Hannah. I really like her. She's so awesome. She's just so incredible. She's also has so much like power to not like eat any like salt or sugar or anything like that. And because I know I cannot do that. Well, I mean, I could, I guess, if I put my mind to it, but I wouldn't want to do it. And I have no desire to. But I'm also not like a big person. Like, I don't want to, I'm not a big person to think I need to lose weight and stuff like that. So I prefer just living my life and hoping for the best. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, it's good to be conscious of your weight and stuff like that, I guess. But how come Hannah looks so good already? She really doesn't need to be conscious of her weight anymore, I don't think. But yeah, if you don't know, I have an Instagram page called faye.eats if you want to check it out. I post some of my food there and stuff like that. I think part of me really wanted to do it mainly because, well, I like food, but I also really I'd like to meet other vegans around here. So I thought since a lot of vegans seem to meet each other through social media, I thought maybe I'd give it a shot and try this. This pan of potatoes is getting heavy. So this is what it looks like. And I preheated my oven to 425, I think. So I don't know if that is too high. Oh, these potatoes, Trader Joe's. You can't see the bag, yeah. Trader Joe's. I love Trader Joe's. It's my favorite store. I just love that store so much. But I also really like this Sprouts grocery store, which I hope they bring one to us soon. So for seasonings, I have chili powder, I have garlic powder, I have nutritional yeast, and I have the 21 seasoning salute from Trader Joe's, which I think I will probably use on these potatoes because I love this stuff. I still have some salt I could put on there too if I wanted to. I guess I don't know how this works though, if it like falls through the oven. Hopefully none of them do. I don't really want to clean my stove right away. Looks good to me. I'm gonna put some chili powder on my fries. I just got this actually from Aldi's for $1. Does that show up backwards to you? It's sad. But anyways, you see it. The Trader Joe's seasoning salute. I got that for $1.99 at Trader Joe's, and it has so much stuff in it. It's super awesome. I love it so much. I don't even know where I found it from. I wonder if there's like a special technique to this. Like I feel like the potatoes maybe should be on like their skins, so the wet part, but I mean both sides are pretty wet, I guess. Stick to it. I love French fries. So good. Okay, my oven just went off too, so I'm just gonna stick this in there. Yeah, it works. It's in there. I was worried. So I'm gonna leave it in there for 20 minutes. I'm probably gonna pause the video because I don't know what to talk about for the next 20 minutes. Peace out. Well, I found something else to do. Sorry, that awkward pause was because I wasn't sure if it was filming or not. I'm not gonna eat all these bananas, but they're so good. 19 cents at Trader Joe's. Again, love that place. It's the bomb. But, you know, since they're super ripe, I am going to go ahead and freeze them. Now, I probably should use a Tupperware, but, you know, I just didn't think about it. And next time, I'll use Tupperware though, because Ziploc bags are not sustainable. But I've already had these for a long time. I've had these for like since January or something like that. And I've held on to them. I only use them really to freeze my bananas because, I don't know, it's just easier to get bananas out of a Ziploc bag. I think because too, sometimes they clump together, and if I need to, I can just like hit the bag against something. So then it's not super hard. But yeah, I just break them off into like 3s or 4s. Probably even bigger if I wanted to, but since I just have I have a NutriBullet, which is awesome. I love it so much. I don't want to wear out the blade by using large pieces. I worked at a place called Planet Smoothie. That was like my first job in high school. And we did bananas and we would split them into 3rds. But I don't think, we did it some like weird way, I feel like. I can't remember exactly. It was also like 8 years ago or 7 years ago. But it was like you took off one piece like that and then you cut it because it's not really sanitary to touch it. Of course, we had gloves too, so I could probably have done it with gloves on, and that would have been fine. But and we put it in a plastic container for the day, and that was like the first thing we did when we got there was peel some bananas. They probably also weren't as beautiful and ripe as these are, which is awesome because nothing beats a ripe spotted banana for sweetness. But yeah, freezing them like this, they stay forever, and then I can have frozen bananas whenever I want, which is awesome. You know, High Carb Hannah had these like cotton candy grapes. I have not seen those. I really want to try one because I like cotton candy, but not like that much because I'm not like the super sweet person. But I'd like to try them. I've never had them before. Oh yeah, the grocery store I think we need around here is a Sprouts. That store is awesome and cheap produce. Like one time I bought like a 5-pound bag of potatoes for $1.99. I was like, dang, can't find those prices around here. At Trader Joe's, I bought that small bag of potatoes for like $2 or $3, which still isn't bad, but you know, it doesn't beat 5 pounds of potatoes for $2. But yeah, I am just waiting on my potatoes. I put them in at like 12:30, I think. So yeah, and my oven is only at 425. They say to bake them at 450, but we'll see how that goes because I haven't put it at 450. Also, because the pan, I think it said 425 or 450 is the safe place to put it, so I couldn't remember if it's 425 or 450, so we'll just try it and see how it works at 425. I have an ice maker in there, but like, I never use ice. So I don't know why I went ahead and started it. And now it starts like all the time and is like overflowing ice, like it's ridiculous. I don't even understand. But, you know, whatever. As long as it's not wasting too much energy doing that. We'll have to see that when I get my first electric bill, I guess. The awesome thing about this cookie pan thing is you don't have to flip them because it cooks on both sides. However, the rack is really close to the bottom and the other rack is really close to the top. So it's not like in the middle. So the bottom side might be a little bit more cooked, but I didn't really want to have to go through the trouble of like taking it out and moving it because it was already hot because I didn't notice at first because I never look in the oven before I turn it on. Probably not a good thing. I've heated up some pans before doing that because some people like to keep their pans in the oven, but it'll probably be fine. I think. Yep. So I'm gonna pause it again. it's so spicy. Okay, so I mixed some ketchup and sriracha and nutritional yeast. And these are the French fries. Let's see. They are so good. Crispy and brown and seasoned and loving it. And then I sprinkled some nutritional yeast on top. Yeah, as you can see, probably from my apartment, I have no furniture yet, really, except for these chairs that I'm sitting on. Um, mm, so good. Mommy Tang like shows you her food well. She's eating it, but I have to get something to hold it up, like a cake stand or something. But so good. I had a lot of fries, a lot more. I mean, the potato potatoes were really small, so I wasn't thinking there would be a lot. There's actually a lot more than I thought. And I'm just drinking some lemon juice water. Mm. Decided to add some ice cubes in there since I have so many ice cubes now. I don't normally use ice cubes, but why not? So I went ahead and moved these I moved the shelf up one rack because I didn't think the top part was getting as crispy as the bottom, so I wanted more even. So I went ahead and moved it. Wasn't that big of a deal. So good. These are oil-free, fat-free. So good. I'm gonna set it down though, because it's a little much to hold up. Oh, I didn't even add salt on this. Oh. I don't know if I should add salt. Pretty good without it. Healthiest fries that I've ever eaten. Do this with sweet potato fries. Get some sweet potato fries. I really want to get some rice cakes and try those. I went to an Asian store around here, and the only rice cakes they had were like these little oval ones, but I want the cylinder-like ones, like Mommy Tang. Also, I looked at the ingredients, and it contains wheat, so I thought rice cakes were just rice. I don't know. Let me know down below what you think and how I should meet other vegan friends because I want those. Because, like, other people just don't understand sometimes. I mean, like, some people are fine with it and they don't care what you eat, but, like, one time, I hope she doesn't watch this, but one time I ordered a potato and french fries and they were like, what else are you going to eat? I'm like, that's all. That's what I wanted. So, I don't know. And it's just really annoying because it's like, I don't judge you for everything you eat. Like, you're eating a dead animal. Like, I'm not going to tell you that to your face unless you bring it up, you know? But honestly, eating is a big part of our day. So, like, letting people know that you're vegan or don't eat animal products, I feel like it shouldn't be such a big deal. People always think, oh, vegans are so pretentious. And no, I'm not. I hope people don't think I'm pretentious. I've called other people pretentious. But when I think of pretentious, I think kind of like self-absorbed and tidy and stuff like that. I don't feel that way at all. Like, I'm just trying to get along with everyone. That's all. I didn't cut all these french fries even, but Still really good. So, you want to know why I'm vegan? I feel like that's always a good mukbang topic. I don't know. If people actually are going to watch this other than my family. Mm. Who knows? Mm. So I bought some cherries from Target for $2 and some really ripe fruit. So that's what I probably should have eaten. I'll eat that for dinner tonight, I guess. In a couple hours, I'll go visit my sister. I left some boxes at her place too, so I'll go and grab them. Just look at these marks. They're just so beautiful. Love it. Mm. So, why I'm vegan? Well, it all started like my sophomore year in college, and I'm 22 now. So, how old was I? 20, 19, 20, something like that. And my parents wanted to do this plant-based blog, and you can actually check it out. It's called OUR, plantbasedlife.com. And we even made videos and stuff like that too, but now they don't do it anymore. But yeah, they wanted to start that blog, and they also wanted to just get healthy because one of my uncles passed away from cancer, and there's a lot of cancer on my dad's side of the family. So they were like, eating plant-based and greens and a raw food diet and stuff like that has been really known to prevent cancer and stuff like that. So they really wanted to try and get healthy, and, getting everyone on the same boat to kind of like motivate each other would be a good idea. And honestly, I was like the most resistant to it because it was just like, I'm at college, I don't have time to do this. Like, I don't really have time to blog or write blogs all the time, and also, whatever. So I started eating vegetarian, pescatarian then, and that was my more transition phase. Like now I haven't eaten meat in like 2 years. No, it's like a year or so. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've had meat anyways. But but yeah, so it was a lot about to get healthy, and like the more I read about it and the more I learned about it, it's like how great it is for the environment. I just love that. A lot of people don't understand how it's good for the environment though, but I don't understand how that doesn't make sense because it's like you're not having to agriculture cows and like all these other animals and stuff. You're just growing plants, and that's way more sustainable than farming animals and treating them terrible too. Like that's so terrible. Like I watched this girl on YouTube, Kalel Kitten or something like that, and she talked about how like those down comforters with those feathers in them, they pluck them from the chickens or whatever while they're still alive, and I'm like, oh, that's terrible. So now I don't want a down comforter with feathers in it because even though they're really nice, I'm not gonna like torture an animal just so I can have it. There's no need for that because we have so many other awesome options that it's just unnecessary. But even though they're super soft, I'm not going to torture an animal for that. And I don't have everything vegan. Like I'm sure like the makeup I have or some of the other things that I already have are not vegan. But I do what I can, and I think that's the important part. Is just like every small impact that you have is important, and like it can influence other people and stuff like that. But anyways, where I was going is just like I've been vegan. Oh yeah. for health reasons. So I started out with health reasons. And, looking at the environment and like animal cruelty and stuff like that, I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, I've tried to watch some of the like the Forks Over Knives and documentaries like that on Netflix and stuff, but it's actually really sad. It's hard for me to watch. It's like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. And something else too, you know, it can be a little bit challenging because, you can't always go to like every single place and get like the awesome food. I mean, usually you can get salads most anywhere, but sometimes you can't. And I think the awesome part too is just the fact that like it's something I've stuck to for like so long, and I'm like really proud of it. Like I look like I'm in dressed out in workout clothes, but I do not work out. I plan to. I want to start, and I want to get in the habit of it. I want to do some like yoga and stuff like that. I actually have like a yoga ball. I'm gonna use that for my desk chair though. And I have a yoga mat because, yoga is awesome. And I want to get more into it. So I don't know how people do these mukbangs and eat at the same time because talking and eating at the same time is kind of hard. And I'm already full. I still have that much left. Hmm. But yeah, I really like being vegan and plant based. I feel so good about myself, and I feel good that I know that I didn't have to kill an animal. And there's really no need to have to. And just think about like all the hormones that we have in our food. It just blows my mind like that people want that in their diet and like they don't care. And it's cheaper to be vegan in some ways because it's like if you're not buying the processed fake meats and stuff like that, potatoes, rice, and vegetables so much cheaper than buying like meat and cheese and dairy and stuff like that. And I've never been a big milk eater. Like I've also never been a big meat eater anyways. I prefer vegetables and fruits and stuff. So cutting out the meat wasn't so super hard. I still like chicken patty type things. And I almost got the vegan ones, but I decided I don't really need that processed stuff. Plus, it's super expensive, so trying to eat more cheap foods and more whole plant-based foods instead of processed. And if I don't need it, then whatever. But eating out a lot and stuff, I'm sure I get plenty of processed food. Mm. Mm. I love nutritional yeast. It's like my favorite thing ever. I could eat it by the spoonful. That's how good I think it tastes. I should make a disclaimer though about the girl who asked me about my potatoes and french fries order. I mean, I'm sure she probably didn't mean anything bad by it. But I don't know. I feel like it does get tiring that people always question your diet. And we're still cool and whatever. It's fine. It's just the most recent example I can think of. hmm. These turned out pretty well. Not a lot of work, especially if you have one of those really cool potato slicer thingies. Hmm. Well, this is the first time I've ever filmed on my computer or laptop or whatever. Normally I just film from my phone. I edit it with Windows Movie Maker or whatever. Mm. It had like literally nothing on the inside. It must have been like a piece of skin that was really thin or something. Mm. Mm. Oh yeah, but I've never been a big meat person. I've also never been like a big dairy person. Like I've never liked milk. That just tastes gross to me. And I remember when I was a kid, like I would get forced to drink milk. But I mean, I didn't get forced a lot. Like my parents were like super forceful, but sometimes they're like, drink some milk. You need calcium. A lot of times we would get like orange juice. I think that had the calcium in it. I don't think my mom, no, I don't think my mother really drinks a lot of just plain milk either. But um, yeah, and like when I got my tonsils taken out when I was younger, I never wanted ice cream. I always liked popsicles. Popsicles are my favorite thing. I love popsicles. Hmm. I should get the stuff to make popsicles. That would be good. I've seen some really pretty pictures of like those popsicles and stuff. Still working. A lot less, but still a lot of food. It's also like tiring to talk and eat at the same time. Like my jaw, like it's just me talking, so I don't really know what else to say because I want to eat the rest of my food. Um, so I'm 22 years old. I don't think I told anyone that. And I'm I'm 22 years old and I just moved to North Carolina and really like it so far. People are nice. I actually have friends that go to school at the same school that I just graduated from, and we've met up a couple times so far. And I work for a public accounting firm. I don't start to work till later though, so I have some time to get settled in. I don't know. I might need to save the rest of these potatoes. I'm really not into like over being so stuffed like I can't. I don't like that feeling of being super stuffed anymore. I used to do that like all the time when I was younger, mainly because they're like, you have a hollow leg and as a kid, your eyes are always bigger than your stomach. And of course, everything tasted so good, so I could keep eating it. And then I get sick. But I'd be so full. And like, now it's just like, I don't want to do that. I don't need to do that. I have good food whenever I want it, so I don't need to gorge myself. You know? I mean, some people need to. I mean, not need to, but like, I don't know where I was going there. I really need to get some good barbecue sauce that doesn't have like a lot of sugar and bad stuff in it. Because I love barbecue sauce and potatoes. They're good too. It was funny. One of my friends was like, I told her I needed to get some barbecue sauce. She was like, what for? You don't eat meat. I'm like, well, you can put it on potatoes and like vegetables and like other things. So funny. Mm. So funny. Mm. So, you just have that many left. It's not that many. But I think I might save them still. And I'll be done with the video. Look, 34 minutes long. It's crazy. Well, follow me on my Instagram page, faye.eats. If you're in the North Carolina area, shout out and say something to me so I know that I have other fellow vegan friends in North Carolina. That'll be awesome. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.